What's up, guys? CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football, and today we have got the Ultimate Freeze promo hitting the game, so I am dropping a video right now for you guys, giving you everything you need to work your way through this promo. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright guys, so Ultimate Freeze is here, and there are basically 6 new 93 overall 50 power players, and we're going to go through them real quick, look at each of them. You're going to have to make some decisions early on, so my advice is look at the 6, pick the one you want most, target that one, and then go for extra players if you get the chance. So essentially you're going to get blue players, red players, or green players, and you basically have one offensive and one defensive player of each kind, which we'll get to in a little bit. But we have Drew Brees, which is a vertical quarterback, and I have to say, Brees is great, the stats look great, but a 62 speed quarterback, I don't care if he has 99 and everything else, he doesn't get a roster on my team. I just need to move in the pocket too much. Also on offense, we have DeAndre Hopkins here, a smash mouth wide receiver. Actually looks like he'd make a pretty darn good slot receiver. Lots of catch in traffic, high catch. Doesn't need to be that fast if he's running a lot of crossing routes and things like that. Then of course you have offensive guard out of the spread formation, Kyle Long. And overall, this is actually a pretty good guard. I normally do like to have a faster guard, basically for pulling run plays where you have a guard that essentially goes in motion to block. Having good speed on him can help get him out in front of your guy and allow for some better blocking, so not a bad card there. We have TJ Watt at linebacker, a speed rusher. Honestly, not that impressed with this card, so I personally am probably writing off the blue cards. Stephon Gilmore, pretty good looking card. Again, he's heavy in man coverage though, as opposed to zone coverage. I run more zone coverage, so I probably wouldn't want him either. And then finally, Joey Bosa here, speed rusher, defensive end. Based on the fact that he does have higher finesse moves than power moves, I would think you would want this in a situation where you're running 4 down linemen and he's rushing the quarterback around the edge or something like that. But anyways, let's hop into the promo and see exactly how it works. So essentially, you're going to have this blitz event that is right here, that basically every few hours you can go into and play it. It does give an auto win feature after you beat it the first time, so you can play it up to 19 more times without actually having to play the event, so props to EA for that. And you could, for 100 gems, refresh it and auto play it another 20 times, or you could just wait for it to refresh. You then have this one right here, which is going to take you in and basically give you a holiday challenge, which will give you cheer tickets, a freeze player, and then a select badge opportunity. I would recommend when you play this one to just save the pack for later because it is a select pack. If you accidentally open a select pack early, just force close your game. It'll go into your pack storage and you can open it when you need it. You're then going to have these present assembly ones where you're basically going to have these 3 live events here. They're not really repeatable because you do have a league timer on them. So complete them, and then off to the right of them, you will actually get an opportunity to claim a reward after beating it. Then you can request league help. Same thing with this one, and those are going to basically get you the assembly packs for each of these that will give you basically badges that we're going to need later on. You'll see up at the top I have these 285 holiday cheer tickets. We'll talk about those in a little bit as well. But up here, you do want to go ahead and go in here. I think it's going to be each day that you'll be able to go in here and essentially claim a present. And then if you click on this fireplace after that, it doesn't actually give you anything other than you feel the warmth of the fire filling the room. So anyways, the big way this promo works is you're basically building players and collecting presents. So we'll come back to these. I do want to cover everything that's on this page, but essentially you can turn in your holiday cheer tickets to get gold players here. For example, 275 will get you a 74 overall or better gold player. Then these other ones here will let you basically turn in to select supply items where you get to select 3 of 5. This next one I believe is going to give you toys where you can select 2 of them. This one down here, this is all the way at the bottom here. And let me know, is this screen glitchy for you guys where you have to tap it like multiple times to get it? This one is essentially going to be, I believe, a boom or bust. So you trade in 3,000 of those and you're either going to get a booming diamond present or bust for a gold present. And then finally, there's this other one here that is showing as locked. And in order to do this one, there's actually requirements here that will basically not tell you what is in this pack at all. But to view the requirements for it, it does take 2,500 of these holiday cheer tickets, and we don't know what it's going to be. I'm assuming as the promo goes on, we'll see. Now, let's look at the sets here. A couple of things that I want to note. You basically can go in here. You can trade in any 3 supplies for a 74 overall gold. Then there's 2 options to get 87 or better workshop players, and these can, I believe, go up to a 91. You can do the one that takes mostly gold players, which is going to take 15 of the 74 or betters, 12 each of the badges, and then 5 of any toy badges. Alternatively, you can do them in an arguably cheaper way, in the form that it takes less of the wrapping paper badges, the holiday badges, and the name tag badges that you're getting from doing those ones that your league mates can help shorten the timer, but only 5 79 or better players and then an 84 or better player. So overall, I feel like that's going to be the more expensive option, but if you get, again, if you're trying to do a whole bunch of them, sometimes the badges could be the limitations. These are going to basically be how you get your master. So remember, I told you to pick one of them. You're going to want to go down here, and chances are you don't just want the crappy 89 version of it. You want the Big Daddy 93s. So let's say that I wanted to go for DeAndre Hopkins. I would go in here, and what's it going to need? It's going to need the 89 DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to need 5 of these red UF shields. What those are those 87 workshop players. So you're going to need 5 87 workshop players to get one of these 93s, as well as, football badges in this case. I think each of them use different ones. Some use action figure badges, and so on and so forth. So know what you need there as far as the particular toys that you want. And say you were going for Kyle Long, this is going to require the 87 or better Ultimate Freeze players, the action figure badges, and you'll see down here, 15 gold or better and 5 elite or better builder presents. So you're going to need to make a total of at least 15 presents in order to get any of these guys, which is going to bring us to the presents set. So there's 2 sets tied to Ultimate Freeze, the place where you make your players, and then the presents. And you'll see that based on who you want, again, you're going to see the blue, you're going to see the red, you're going to see the green. Based on who you want, these are the presents that you're going to want to complete. You'll see that the presents take different things. For example, a gold present is going to take basically one of each of the badges there, and then a video game badge for that one. Same thing here. If you're looking at some of the wrapping paper ones, they're going to take more, I'm sorry, for the elites. And then, of course, the diamonds are going to take even more. These are going to give you progress towards those players, and then on Christmas, when the presents open up, they will, of course, open up and give you whatever is in the present. But just make sure that you do at minimum of 15 total presents. If you wanted to do it as cheap as possible for your player just to unlock them, you would do 10 gold presents, 5 elite presents, and no diamond presents for the guy that you want. Now, what's in the presents? Who knows? It's always a fun surprise if you have a bunch of presents. A lot of times there's some junk in some of them. There's some good stuff in some of them. So we will see. Chances are, of course, that the diamonds usually have the better stuff in them. But that's the way the promo works out, guys. Everything there, you just grind these all the time. This Blitz event that comes up, it does have an auto win, so that is pretty nice so that you don't have to just sit there and do that nonstop. In fact, you know what? I will spend 100 gems just to show you guys how easy this is. I wish all live events were like this, where you could play it once and then just burn as much stamina as you want on the particular live event. Come on now. Let me open a different one up. There's the holiday challenge. Now open up this Blitz event. There we go. And now I can auto it 20 times, spend 700 stamina, and I will not make you sit through me opening all however many of those packs it would be. But if you had a ton of stamina to kill, you could burn it pretty quickly there. And again, that's the way it works. I do anticipate we'll probably see more stuff coming over the next couple of days, different ways to make presents. But as of now, that is how it is. Play your Blitz events to get a little bit of everything. Make sure to do those present assemblies every single time you can. Request your league mates' help. Helps if you have a league of at least 16 people, so they could speed that up as possible. And then, of course, just make sure you go in there, make sure you get enough presents that you can do the master that you want, and then just plug away at the master. I love you guys. Let me know in the comments down below who you're going for. I will see you soon. CHF out.